Hey everybody, my name is Eric Broom. I'm 27 years old and I currently teach K through 8 physical education, and I'm also the high school and junior high athletic director. I work at a small school, Easton Valley in Iowa, East Iowa, right by the Mississippi. Um, and I got into PE. I think because from a young age I was really always in love with sports, exercise, outdoors. I think that really drew me in towards it. As well as coaching. I coach and officiate, but I've always coached baseball and I've done a little bit of softball, and now this year I'll be getting into football. I've officiated junior high basketball and I've umpired varsity baseball I did it for about 6 years at the varsity level, and really enjoyed that. A lot of fun. A little bit about me. I was born in Fresno, California, but was raised in small town Denver, Iowa. I have three brothers, one younger who's going into law enforcement, two older who are both full-time Air Force. They're Air Force National Guard, but they are full-time on their bases. One's in Duluth, one is out of Des Moines, Iowa, although he's actually now in pilot training in Texas. And my mom still lives in Denver and works as a nutritionist at nursing homes. And my dad lives in Atlanta, Georgia at the VA hospital. I am also, I joined the Air National Guard out of Madison, Wisconsin, the 115th Fighter Wing. I'm not full-time, obviously, but I do the 1 weekend a month. Educational background. So I always get 1,000 questions and comments when people find this out, but I was actually homeschooled, as were my three brothers, all the way through high school. So I spent the majority of my days in my living room learning, being taught by my mom. We were also dual enrolled. That means that we also went to the public school, Waverly Shell Rock, where we played sports. So we were actually at the school almost every morning and afternoon for practices, workouts, and whatever it might have been. So I loved being homeschooled. I think it's a big reason my brothers and I were so close. We're all best friends. The only negative was just all the questions we get about it, and what time do you wake up, and you get to do school in your pajamas, and you get to eat while you're doing school all day, and all kinds of questions. After high school, I went to Rochester Community and Technical College in Minnesota. I graduated from there with just a liberal arts degree and a couple diplomas in personal training and coaching, and I also played baseball while I was there. After that, I was not sure what I wanted to do career-wise, so I took about 3 semesters off and just worked at a gym and a couple of random places. And then I ended up going to the University of Northern Iowa. I graduated there spring 16 with my bachelor's degree in teaching K through 12 PE and 7 through 12 health. After graduating in spring 16, I actually moved to Colorado for a year, and I basically lived in the mountains. I worked as a camp counselor and a team lead for ski patrol mountain safety. I absolutely loved it. It was one of the best years of my life. Loved it out west, but I missed my family a lot and wanted to get my career moving, so I came back and took this job at Easton Valley. Um, let's see, personal goals. So 1 to 5 years. I have three main kind of areas that I want to emphasize. So I want to have financial peace. So if you've ever, that might ring a bell for you. Dave Ramsey talks a lot about financial peace. I just want to be stable and be able to do things I want to do when I want to, and be able to work on my other goals and things without money being a stressor. Secondly, I want to get married and start a family. I'm super excited to be a husband and a father, and family is everything to me, so I'm excited about that. And I also really, with my first goal, I want to give my wife and kids a life where money isn't a big issue. I don't want them to think about, or my wife to think about, debt and going broke or any of that. So I watched my parents go through that, so it's always been a goal of mine to not put that burden on my family. Lastly, for my 1 to 5 years personal goal, just to keep improving my physical health. Um, if you've ever been invested in, working out, nutrition, you're never really satisfied. There's always more to do, and I have very specific goals that I'm reaching for and think I can reach within the next couple of years. And then moving on to 6 to 10 years personal, I have some funding accounts set up that I want to have certain amounts to be reach those amounts by a certain time, specifically for retirement and for my children. At this point, I also hope to have my dream house built. I want to build my own house. Um, I guess more so it might be my wife's dream house. I don't really care too much about interior design and all that stuff, but she's got all kinds of ideas, and I think it would be a challenge, but it'd be awesome to be able to build that and keep it in the family for decades. And then, the 10 years area is usually when people tend to stop exercising or giving up on that type of thing. So I just want to be accountable with my wife and be role models for our kids and why physical health is so important. 10 plus years personal goal. I want to be able to bless my kids with awesome graduation gifts of some kind, something meaningful. Not just, hey, here's a car. It could be that. I don't know. I want it to be something that shows them how proud I am of them. I also want to invest in real estate. So I really, over the past year, have started to learn a lot about that, and I really want to create a passive income through owning multifamily properties to rent out, and then possibly even do flipping of some houses. With that being said, it's always been on my mind to own my own gym. So once I've gotten into that real estate deal, I would have the knowledge and skill, I think, to do that. On to professional goals. So first, foremost, obviously, I want to graduate this program with an outstanding GPA. This is going to propel me forward in my professional career and should open up a lot of big opportunities. Second, I want to grow in my role as an athletic director, coach, and PE teacher. I have a couple programs I want to administer into my school that'll help the Booster Club out and should help out our strength conditioning program. And then lastly, for that 1 to 5 years professional, I want to land a job as an administrator. That could be head principal, assistant principal, athletic director. I'm pretty open to that. And then 6 to 10 years, I would like to have landed my dream job, somewhere I plan to be for all the way through retirement, hopefully. I also want to be making a big difference in the community I've landed in. This could look like a couple different things. So it could be serious growth in our athletic programs. Maybe we're consistently state competitors. Or it could be, us building bigger and better facilities, whether athletics or at the school. It could also just look like an overall drastic change in attitude and morale of the teachers and admin team that creates that really good environment to work in. And then 10 plus years, a couple goals I wrote down was one, to have a role in a state convention or association. I was really inspired at the AD state convention by some veteran athletic directors who held classes and spoke on different subjects, and I would love to be able to kind of give my knowledge to others that are starting off and help them in their career. And then the other one, I just want to make sure I don't lose my growth mindset. I love learning and I love getting better in different areas, and I don't want to ever have that fall off. And I don't think, as being a teacher or as a building administrator, I don't think I have room to do that. So there's always just more to learn, more to do, more to help. So just keeping that growth mindset. And let's finish up here. So why did I choose Fort Hays? One, I had a close friend of mine who went through the program and recommended it, and he's now a head principal at a private high school in Iowa. And also, I chose it because the course schedule, so it offers a special ed course and a school finance course, and I saw multiple programs that didn't offer either of those, and I thought that was kind of strange, but this one had basically all the courses that I wanted in it were there. And with that, it was really affordable. So both of those were really big factors. And then my initial expectations of the program. It's going to challenge me. It's going to force me to grow in a lot of areas. Um, and then I expect a lot of support, not only from instructors, but also my peers in each course. And I can already tell there's a lot of people in similar situations and are here for the same reasons, obviously. And a lot of people reaching out and helping each other, and it's really awesome. Same in the instructors, too. They're constantly putting things out there to help us, whether instructional videos or emails to clarify something. There's been a lot of support, so it's been really good so far. I'm excited for it. Just starting off, obviously, day 2, but really excited for the next couple of years.